Alright, this video is just an overview of a capital vending tester. This is made to test 12 volt Mars validators only. We've not tested this with anybody else's 12 volt validators. So again, for MEI, this model 12 volt validator is going to have a yellow sticker, and this is constantly powered. In addition, you can use, if it has a B, this is a battery powered validator. The tester gives you the ability to test both of them. When we first received this, in small writing here in white text, it kind of gives you choices for setting the dip switches, and this tells you how to do it. Basically, when you set the dip switches on the validator, you're going to want to have it set for vending interface. You can set it for harness is always enabled, but then you're not completely testing the validator. So just setting your dip switches, you want to do it really for the vending interface. So the first step that I'm going to do here, I've set my dip switches. So you can kind of see how they're set for the 2600 series. So my first step, I'm going to connect the power to this board. I actually recommend that this would kind of always stay connected, just because of the stress of removing it and separating it is unnecessary. So technically, like when I've been using these, I just leave this permanently connected. I'm going to connect this to the validator. And then just the way I turn this on and off, I'll connect the power here. So when this is first connected, I'm going to see these two LEDs come on. After about 10 seconds, it's going to initiate. So this bottom LED right here is just indicating I have 12 volts power. This top one is a good indication that when this red is on, it actually means that the power supply on the validator board has a 5 volt output. As I put money in, this green LED is going to blink. And then this top one right here gives you an indication of a validator failure. So from the front of the validator, I'm going to insert money. And if the pulse is working, you're going to see this blink. So hopefully it is somewhat dim, just the way the board is designed, but you can catch it with your eyes. It's going to blink. So it's blinking. Now another nice part about this tester, this is when if I remove the bill box, this red light is coming on. If there's other known failures, like in other words, this is going to create a failure back here where it's going to blink. So in other cases where the validator is known to fail, this light right here will come on. Now I'm going to give you a quick overview of our 12 volt tester, and this is with the battery operated bill validator. It will wake it up. Very important you set your dip switches correctly. So for this is the red label, the 2400 series. So I'm going to connect my board here. We'll connect. And then the power is always going to come down. So I'm going to go ahead and when I connect this, I prefer to have the power off. So now I'll connect it. Basically, it's going to take about 10 to 15 seconds to initiate. When it first initiates, this top red LED may come on. Basically, at standby, I'm going to have my yellow LED, so I know I have 12 volts. When I go ahead and insert money to do my test, I expect this top red LED to come on. That's going to indicate that it's awoke, and then when it accepts a $5 bill, this green LED is either going to blink 5 times or 20 times, depending on the pulse setting. So I'll put my money in, the top red should come on. So in this case I had 5 blinks, and then that would come on. When removing this board, we recommend you gently grab it by this handle. You can move it up and down very gently and pull it out. Other tips to point that when this goes, this connector right here, you could kind of put this in upside down, which would appear very odd. So this, like all the little testers we make for the validators, it's going to go down this way. This yellow indicator right here is for 12 volts. Then we also have, if it's orange, that means it's for 24 volts. So you absolutely would not want to plug an orange one into your 12 volt validator.